Picture this. You're standing face to face with someone who wants to break you right now. Not tomorrow, not later. No backup is coming, no door behind you, no miracle on the way. In that instant, everything compresses into one hard truth. The real battlefield isn't out there. It's inside your mind. Fear tightens your chest. Your pulse climbs into your throat. Your instincts beg you to lash out or run. But there's another option, one most people never train for. Staying calm, unshaken, untouched by the noise, still like a mountain while the storm screams. That's the Stoic edge. The ancient Stoics weren't armchair philosophers. They were forged under pressure. Marcus Aurelius led an empire through chaos and still insisted on a clear, ready mind. Seneca lived under a violent ruler and taught that insults and threats only land if you let them. Epictetus, once a slave, reminded his students that a mind under your command cannot be intimidated. Their message is simple and brutal. If you control your inner world, the outer world can't conquer you. And once you learn that, you can walk into any confrontation, verbal, emotional, even physical, with the quiet confidence of someone who can't be rattled. The Stoics taught that ego is your first enemy in any confrontation. The second you take things personally, you hand the other person a remote control to your emotions, and they'll press the buttons on purpose. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself of a ruthless rule. An insult is just noise until you assign it meaning. If someone calls you weak, stupid, or worthless, that only becomes real the moment you accept it as a verdict about you. Most people do. That's why most people lose. Here's the Stoic move: detach. Stop defending your identity. Stop trying to win respect. Stop proving you're right. When you drop the ego, you stop reacting and start observing. You notice tone, posture, timing, intent. You analyze instead of exploding. You stay emotionally neutral because neutrality is power. And when you're calm, the attack loses its sharpness. Their words don't pierce. Their provocation doesn't hook you. They expect anger, you give them stillness. They expect you to crumble, you give them clarity. Remember this. The situation isn't about your worth, it's about your control. The person who stays calm owns the field. The fastest way to lose control in a confrontation is to lock your mind onto a single result. I must win. They must respect me. I have to prove my point. The moment you cling to one outcome, you become predictable, and predictable people are easy to manipulate. Seneca warned against rigidity. The wise person adapts like a skilled sailor. The wind changes, so you adjust the sails. Same conflict, same rule. If you're obsessed with one finish line, your ego drags you into traps. You escalate when you should pause. You argue when you should redirect. You fight the wrong battle because you're addicted to being right. Detach from the outcome, and your mind becomes fluid. If they expect anger, you give silence. If they expect resistance, you shift your frame. If they expect you to chase, you step back. Flexibility doesn't make you weak, it makes you dangerous, because you stop playing the game they designed and start choosing the terrain. Here's the truth. Rigidity is fear wearing a tough mask. The Stoic isn't rigid. The Stoic is water, calm, adaptive, impossible to corner. If you're the kind of person who wants that level of control, comment 1 right now. That's a signal you lead yourself, not your emotions. Epictetus was ruthless about one truth. The only thing you truly control is your response. Not their mood, not their words, not the outcome, just what you choose to do next. That single idea changes everything. A confrontation isn't a narrow tunnel where you either attack or surrender. It's a landscape, multiple exits, multiple angles, multiple elevations. Most people panic because they think they're trapped. They're not. They're just mentally lazy. Strength can look like speaking with precision, one sentence, clean and final. Strength can look like waiting, letting the other person burn fuel while you stay still. And sometimes, strength is walking away. Walking away isn't weakness when it protects your advantage. It's strategy. In an argument, silence can drain an aggressor faster than shouting ever will. In a negotiation, a small concession can buy you leverage for a bigger win later. The Stoic doesn't need to win the moment. The Stoic chooses the best path for the mission. Because when you control your response, you control the direction. And direction beats drama every time. Most confrontations aren't random. They follow the same repeating scripts because people are predictable under pressure. A loud voice often hides insecurity. An insult is usually a cheap attempt to gain control. A sudden, dominant posture can be panic dressed up as power. When you learn to read patterns, you stop taking the performance personally. You start seeing what's really happening. They're trying to pull you into a frame where they win emotionally. The Stoic approach is simple. Become a calm observer. Watch the tells, timing, tone shifts, repeated phrases, forced confidence, unnecessary aggression, the way they escalate when you don't react. Those details reveal the motive: attention, control, fear, ego, or desperation. And here's the advantage. Once you can predict the next move, your nervous system relaxes. Surprise is what makes people lose their composure. Pattern recognition removes surprise. It turns chaos into something familiar, and familiar is manageable. So instead of reacting to the person, respond to the pattern. Don't fight the mask. Address the behavior, set the boundary, and stay steady. The moment you stop being hookable, their leverage disappears. That's how you go from emotional target to untouchable. Calm isn't a personality trait. It's a trained response. In a confrontation, you won't rise to the occasion. You'll fall to your conditioning. That's why most people crack. They've practiced reacting their whole life, snapping back, proving themselves, escalating. So when pressure hits, their body runs the old program. Stoicism flips that. You drill composure on purpose. Start small. When someone throws a minor jab, don't rush to defend. Pause. Breathe. Let the urge pass. When you feel that heat in your chest, label it anger, and don't obey it. That's reps. That's training. Then level up. Practice silence when you'd normally argue. Practice staying slow when they go fast. Practice choosing your words like a blade: few, clean, final. Over time, your nervous system learns a new default: steady, clear, unshakable. This is the real flex. You don't need to win with volume. You win with control. Because a person who can command themselves doesn't have to fear anyone else. If you're built for that kind of discipline, if you lead yourself like a grown adult, comment 1 right now. Not for me, for you. It's a public signal that you don't run on emotion. Let's lock this in. When you don't personalize attacks, you become hard to hit. When you stop clinging to one outcome, you become impossible to bait. When you remember there are multiple paths, you stop acting trapped. When you read patterns instead of ego, you stop getting played. And when you train calm daily, you don't hope to stay steady, you default to it. That's the Stoic advantage. You don't need to overpower people. You don't need to perform. You don't need to shout to feel strong. You just need command over your own mind. So next time conflict shows up, work, relationships, strangers, do one thing first. Pause. Breathe once. Let the noise pass through you. If you can control that first impulse, you've already won the most important part of the fight. If this mindset helps you and you want more tools like this to build a calm, dangerous level of self-control, subscribe to the channel. We'll keep sharpening the blade together, one lesson at a time.